Hello everyone, this is a bonus reading for Capricorn and Leo. We're going to do a versus reading. So anyone that is a Capricorn dealing with a Leo, this is your reading. This was requested, so here I am. Let's see what is going on between Capricorn and Leo. And if you want your zodiac sign versus another one, please comment below on which one I should do next. All right. What are the messages? What is the current energy between Capricorn and Leo? So funny because actually yesterday I tried to record it, but I was really too tired, so I kind of like cut the reading. And it's so funny because the Page of Wands was literally the first card that came out. So yeah, that is crazy. And then we have the Chariot reversed and we have the Star card. Okay, I believe the Star card was also there. And the King of Cups, by the way. So it looks like we are just going on with the reading. So the Page of Wands is just a little bit of a small talk, flirtatious energy, not truly, you know, going into the depth. I do feel like someone here in the connection could be the Leo, does not have to be, is trying to make a lot of plans towards the future. However, the Chariot in the reverse is indicating that things are feeling unbalanced. It's not moving forward. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of energy, right? Like there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of passion, attraction, but it's like it stays in the initial steps. So it doesn't really proceed forward in a way that, you know, the Chariot is just like, you know, hop on the car and just go and just, you know, be there. And then the Chariot in reverse is actually indicating that things are always like very chaotic, or you make plans and it's just not falling through. And I believe I said literally this, and then I cut the reading. I felt like I was off, but apparently the message is exactly the same, even though it's the next day. So with the Star card, it does feel like this is a very destined relationship that does require healing. Now that could be like healing on a individual, right? Maybe you or the other person has been going through a lot of stress lately, things just like not moving forward. And I do sense a feeling of, how do I say that? I feel like unlucky energy, right? Like when you know, like, man, this should have happened and then it didn't push through, right? That type of energy. It's like that part of it is going to be healed. All right, that's the Star card. Let's see. What else for, how is Capricorn feeling under this? And then I'm going to check in with Leo in particular. And then we're going to check in what the future is going to be like. How does Capricorn truly feel in regards to this? How does Leo? That's quite energetic, Leo. Wow. Oof, Leo, you are on fire here. And the Queen. Okay, this is crazy energy. Look at this. Look at both. Okay, this is the Queen of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords. So this is, it almost feels like both of you are kind of like trying to hold yourself back, even though you want to meet halfway when it comes to some sort of communication, when it comes to some sort of hashing something out, right? Like there might be something that happened in the past that you both still need to hash out. I feel like for Capricorn, you do have a lot of desires for your Leo. However, you also feel like you want things to be balanced and you want things to be fair, right? And for that to, happen in the way that you want, there needs to be some sort of clarity or a clear communication. And that could be just simple as, where is this connection going? Or where we'll be standing in the next few months or in the next few years. It's like you do prioritize your own happiness as well as what you need to accomplish as priority, but at the same time you do want to know, and I'm hearing backup plan. I don't know why. Capricorn, do you have a backup plan here? I'm hearing a backup plan. So if you're a Capricorn and you feel exposed right now, I can understand why, because it feels like you are trying to create some sort of backup plan, as in like, well, if this doesn't go or fall through, then I want to have something that is more solid. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? Or you might be fearful that the Leo has a backup plan, right? However, what I do feel is with this Knight of Wands and the Lover's card, the Leo here is absolutely in love, right? So it feels to me that the Capricorn is acting quite coldish, maybe even selfish, so please don't shoot the messenger, but it does feel like the Leo is like within the situation with full heart, right? Like passion. They want to be chosen, they want to be put on a pedestal, they want to be, not just they want to be, but they want that for their partner too. So it feels like very intense energy coming from Leo, and the Capricorn is really trying to be very cold and a little bit more calculated when it comes to the future. And I feel like if the Leo is like going on like this with the Knight of Wands, passion driven, taking action, making plans, just showing off how deep they love the Capricorn, at one specific point, Leo is going to put the brakes on it. Right? Leo is going to be the one also that's going to be like, okay, do you even want this? Should we even proceed? Because my love is deep, and if you can't handle it, then maybe this might not be the real thing, right? Like you want this to be real, Leo. And the overall energy is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is all about like being stuck in your head, overthinking the situation. You both are thinking a lot about each other, but you kind of like fail to get things moving towards the future as well. So it's like constantly there is like some sort of blockage, which could also lead to some sort of self-sabotage. Okay, let's see what the future outcome will be. What will be the future outcome? Okay, there is some sort of stress here. Stress in regards to perhaps a new beginning. Well, the stress is also like the accumulation of that conversation of where is this going? Because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they're both very calculated energies. It's like very logical, as in like, okay, you live over there, you live in another continent. Is this going to be, are we going to be able to get this off the ground? So there is a lot of logic that is included here. However, Leo is the one that can override that logic with passion, with love, with intensity, with, you know, all in or all out type of energy. Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, so be mindful of this energy. Someone here, and it does feel a little bit like Capricorn. No shades, but it does feel like Capricorn could be the one that feels like, okay, I don't want to have another breakup or betrayal, or maybe there is some fear in regards to the future. So with the Seven of Swords, it's like someone could be eventually trying to duck down of this connection, duck down of this relationship, or not do what they're supposed to do, right? And that's like trying to avoid the conversation, trying to avoid taking a deeper look at how to fix the relationship going into the future. And now my nose is itching, so that might be spirit saying that you're right. However, there is absolutely a good chance to succeed if none of you, and I'm just going to say none, even though like my left side of the brain is just saying like it could be Capricorn, but it is absolutely possible for both of you to move forward, but things need to go slow. All right, like romance needs to be built up. I feel like both of you just want that future so badly, but then there is some sort of maybe it is the Scorpio, or not it's Pluto in retrograde. That's all about transformation. So there is something that's transforming, and it does call, or it does cause for delays. So the Page of Pentacles is saying like take things slow, don't rush it in, learn to understand each other, learn to love each other in the right way, learn to incorporate romance in the right way, and try to stay emotionally consistent. This is going to be important because, you know, the King and the Queen of Swords are both talking about like being very strategic rather than romantic or emotional. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my lovely Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here, and Leo, by the way. So let me know who was who, and it might be that the roles were reversed. I believe I did this once for Sagittarius and Pisces way back also in this place. So let me know if that should be the next one to do. So let me know, and I'm looking forward to hear your responses on the reading, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care.